Hello everyone, my name is Shripati Venkatesh, the regional trader. Welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to review some of the stocks that were in my watch list, which I usually trade. And we're going to see what sort of performance we were able to notice in those stocks which were there in my watch list. Okay, we'll start off. So, one of the stock that I had in my watch list was Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited. And what happened with this is that, I was able to spot this particular pattern where stock was in a range. Okay. And then, it had taken multiple rejections and multiple support. And then finally it gave a breakout with a strong candle. If you notice here, it's a very strong candle. But then, it took a retrace. Okay. This is a retracement, but, it's huge, like 5%, almost 5% retracement, 5.5%, almost 6%. And then I think it's going to go up or it is going to test this previous swing low. Okay, so this did not go well because it retraced. So looking at this candle, usually what happens is, with this strong candle, the price goes up immediately, but it did not happen. Okay, that's a problem with breakout rates. They're not working that perfect. You have to look at a lot of information. You need to have confirmation, a lot of minute details you need to notice before taking any trade. So that's a problem lately. Okay, this is another stock. It's Clerks Services Limited, and this is a beautiful pattern, a triangle pattern that I was able to spot, and I had drawn this pattern and I had put it in my watch list, and finally it gave a breakout, took a retrace, and then you could have bought it over here in the third candle, and then your stop loss should be this low, and near the trend line, bottom trend line, that is about 6.5%. And then it made a high and total 43% in 14 days. See, this is a small cap. That's the reason why you're able to see such a huge move in the stock. And this move is not purely price action. You need to combine the fundamentals also. Okay, do not misunderstand. So whenever the stock is moving drastically in one direction, it doesn't mean that, because the pattern is actually supporting it. No, it is already planned. Okay, some catalyst would be there, some information would be there. So that's the reason why people would have started buying in that particular stock. That's the reason why the price increases that drastically. Okay, so do not think that, okay, this pattern usually gives such a move. No, it doesn't happen that way. Could be because of the earning report or some other orders they might have received, that it started going up. So our job is to actually draw the pattern and watch it. Whenever it is breaking, we just have to follow the rules, follow the process, and risk management. Only that will help you make money. Nothing else in the market will help you make money. Not even indicators. Indicators is the biggest, what do you say, um, loser, if I could tell you, because mostly indicators fail. Okay, price action, to an extent it works if you understand minute of the minute details and then trade. Okay, and the third stock is Landmark Cars Limited. I was able to spot this in a higher time frame, weekly time frame. I was able to spot this beautiful pattern, and it was taking multiple support and multiple rejection in the weekly time frame, and so in daily time frame also. And finally, in the lower time frame, that is 4 hour time frame, this stock was consolidating in a very tight range, and it was taking multiple rejection. If you see here, it was making higher lows. Okay, so that gave me confidence, and then this went into sideways, and after I was able to notice this particular candle from the trend line with such strong volume, it actually went up, and the second candle also started going up. I could have bought it over here itself, at the beginning of the breakout, because looking at the previous candle, and my stop loss would be below this candle, that is about 7.5%. And then what happened? It gave about 25% in just 2 days. I mean, crazy. This is a small cap. That's the reason. 25% in 2 days. very rare. Okay, 25%, 40% and all. Some reason will be there behind, guys. Okay, and that reason would have triggered that particular stock to go up that drastically. And the beauty of price action is that we will be able to spot it even before it bursts. That is the best part of price action. So I have traded using, you name the indicator, I would have used it. Okay, on all the indicators are lagging. Okay, they don't give you confirmation at all. Okay, they'll actually give a confirmation like, um, you buy it, but it reverses because there's no momentum. Without momentum you cannot do swing trading, guys. For swing trading you need momentum, where the price travels faster in one direction, right? So that's when you'll be able to make money. Otherwise, it's better that you become an investor. There are about 7 8,000, I guess, I think 6,000, I guess, stocks in NSE alone, 2,000 stocks, BSE 4 5,000 stocks. I mean, how are you going to analyze so many stocks? Correct, right? So you need to be very, very careful when you're analyzing any stock and putting them in your watch list. Okay, this is how I manage my watch list. Okay, so this gave 25%. The next one is Share India Securities Limited. So I was able to spot this also. It was making lower lows, and then finally it started making higher lows. Okay, and then multiple rejections, support, and then from the trend line it actually broke out. I would have taken over here itself. My stop loss would have been below this candle, that is 5.5, almost 6%, and then it made a high of 34% in just 2 days. 34% in 2 days. Again, this is also a small cap. I believe that's the reason why this has given such a move. Okay, could be some reason. Okay, Share India Securities approved issuance of NCDs aggregating up to 500 million rupees. See, some news would have come. That's the reason why they move like that. Otherwise, they don't move. So with such a volume, right? So see today, I mean, this gave a breakout on 7th. I think people in that company or some other competitors, somebody would know information about certain things. And before the announcement itself, the stock has gone up. Okay, so that is the reason why price action helps us, find such moves, and we can enter along with the big players and just make money. Okay, we cannot move the market. That is for sure. Retailers. So India Cements Limited, this gave a very good pattern. This gave a breakout, and it has given about 7.5% in 2 days. So yeah, so not that great. I think there's a mid cap. I should check. And the next one is Himadri Specialty Chemicals, and this is not that great pattern though. But I was able to spot this range. Then I thought, okay, higher time frame, upper trend line also was there. I thought, if it breaks both, we could take a trade and stop loss keeping, at this previous low, swing low, and this has given about 7.5% in 2 days. Okay. This is Time Technoplast Limited, and this stock again was making lower lows, and then suddenly took a support at this trend line at a higher time frame, and I was able to spot a doji candle here, and then it jumped very drastically, and then it went into a consolidation. It did not fall. If it was a abrupt or sudden move, it would have fallen. It did not fall. It was actually went into a range consolidation for many days, and then slowly it gave a breakout and took a retrace, and then from the retrace level it went up in 3 days about nearly 13%. Okay, and Aptus Value Housing Finance India Limited. This is also not that great pattern, but I was able to see that the stock which was making lower lows, see here, low, 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 and it is below the previous lows. Okay, it was suddenly it jumped. Okay, if you notice here, it jumped and tested this particular upper trend line, and then slowly came towards this trend line, and then consolidated again, and then broke out. Okay. From this breakout level, it has given about 8%, I guess. Yes, 8%, almost 9% in 2 days. And then it fell. I think, this is making higher lows. You can see here, it made a low here, and then it went here, and then made another low. It's higher than the previous low, and then again it went here, and then came back. It made a low over here. It is again a higher low from the previous one. Then again it is going up, and it will make another low around this trend line. Okay, so this is how you understand the price action. Adani Energy. Adani Energy has given about 14% in 14 days. These are mid to large cap, so they move slowly. And IndusInd, um, part of Bank Nifty, I guess, index. So this also has given about 9% in just 4 days. Some news would be there, some catalyst. So IndusInd Bank says reappointment of joint statutory auditors of the bank. Some news would have come. That's the reason why this um, price breakout has happened. So I not only follow price action, I also refer that with any catalyst or the earning report or order book of that particular company. That gives me confidence to actually put money into that stock. Otherwise, I would not, because see, blindly you cannot do things in stock market. See, in bull run, you throw a stone at any stock, it'll it'll give you money. But it's not a bull run now. It's a complete sideways from past 2 3 years. Just go see Nifty. Nothing has happened. No returns at all. Mutual funds, nothing. Okay. Um, so it's quite tricky, not easy. Kalyan Jewelers. Okay, this actually was falling from many years. Let me go to a higher time frame to show you. Okay, it started. It made a high last in 2024, and for 3 years it was falling and consolidating. Okay, finally it actually broke out from this level. See here, it was taking multiple supports, multiple rejection. It was falling. Suddenly, I don't know. There was an announcement made by um, our prime minister that um avoid buying gold and all for 1 year to save currency, going down. But then this stock started performing. I don't know what is the reason. There's any catalyst? I don't know. Then after 55%, over 20,000 crore added in the market during the surge. Yes. Stock extends winning streak to fifth session. Okay, calendulars. I don't know. Some reason would be there. Okay, this is how you can check if any news is there of that particular stock. Okay, wait, let me check and tell you. Okay, see here, somebody, some market guru, I don't know, some analyst, I don't know, they mentioned that Kalyan Jewelers shares can rally up to 95% as Citi bets on long-term growth. I think Citibank. Okay, so this came on July 8th. Okay, July 8th, this information came, and then Kalyan Jewelers stocks made double. City bullish despite Q1 revenue growth missing estimates. And Kalyan Jewelers stock jumps. Yeah, after Citibank repeatedly giving information about this, that's when things changed. What happened to this? Okay, back to chart. When did it start going up? 8th of July. 7th of July, that information came. 8th of July, it started going up. And I had already drawn pattern, and I had this in my watch list. Unfortunately, I missed this particular stock. I didn't trade, okay? Because it was falling for many years. I didn't want to take a risk. I didn't see the news. Then look at this, 60% in 9 days. I mean, just think, guys. It's so beautiful, right? You follow price action patterns, you understand the price action. Along with that, if you follow the catalyst or the fundamentals properly, you can capture such moves. Okay, blindly we cannot trade in stock market. I mean, crazy, 9 days 60%. Just imagine, this is a FNO stock. People who have taken long and futures, oh my god, even with one lot 60%, just imagine the kind of premium accumulation that would have happened. One stock move like this is more than enough for them to make, for the entire year's, earning. I mean, I'm talking about the retail investors. Okay, but it's quite difficult, right? We don't know how much it is going to move. See, the bet is 97% it will go, is what City is telling. So they are putting money, I guess. They're pumping it. That's what I can understand. Our retailers like us, can't even move a single rupee. Somebody is pumping money, and I was able to spot this. Unfortunately, I didn't trade. I did not have confidence because I had not seen that news. If I would have seen that news, I would have captured it. Look at 60% in 9 days. Crazy, guys. Not even a very, very, very big move, that is. Okay, Prestige Estates Projects Limited. Very long time this was falling and was in consolidation. Okay, from 2024, the stock was going nowhere. It was stuck in range. Yeah, you had opportunities, small opportunities here and there in a lower time frame. Okay, this is 2 hours time frame. In 2 hours time frame, I was able to spot this price action. Okay, and then it gave a breakout. If I go to 4 hours, you can see here it gave a breakout, and then from the breakout level to this trend line usually it actually will get rejected if there is no momentum. I think there's a momentum. That's the reason why it got consolidated. So it gave about 24% almost in a month. Okay, again, this is FNO stock. Okay, good move, but not that quick move. Slowly it went. Okay, now it will fall. I think it might fall. It might fall. Okay. See, let me give you disclaimer, guys. And I'm not a SEBI registered analyst or professional. So do not consider any information that I'm giving through my videos or through my channel as recommendation or a signal for you to sell or buy stock, shares, or options or any instruments in the stock market. No. Please do your own research. Consult your financial advisor. There's a lot of risk involved. Do not blindly take any trades. Okay. This is only for learning, for education. Okay, I'm just reviewing previous stocks which performed well. Yeah, so this gave about really nice returns. And then we have Oberoi Realty Limited. Yeah, the realty stocks performed well recently. And yeah, this has given about 16%. Some news would be there. Yeah, Q27 growth in revenue and profit with the high margins and continued development investment. They offered. So yeah, see here, they have posted really good result. That's the reason. Even before the result announcement, the stock is going up. See, guys, if you don't have momentum, you cannot make money. Who creates momentum? The big players, big money. Okay, the institutions. And institutions don't wait for the news to come on the news TV channel. They somehow get information beforehand because they invest huge. Could be that they are in touch with the management, and look at the move. Otherwise, it won't move at all. All these are like uh, intraday momentum. This is little momentum. Okay, with price action you can spot such movement only with price action, guys. Indicator and all will not give you at all. I can show you that. That's not a problem. Okay, so here Bajaj Finance Limited has given about 17% in more than a month, 35 days. Again, some news would be there. That's the reason. Um, Yeah, I think some news. Bajaj Cables Shriram, picks for Q1. See, uh, I think this is an analyst company, and they have it's NBFC company. They have put a bet on this particular stock, this and Shriram Finance and Tata Capital, and I think that's the reason why it went up. If you see, it went up, from when 11th and 8th that news came, and from 11th it started going up, and I had already drawn a pattern, and a beautiful breakout, and give a really nice returns. Okay, and then Lodar developers realty. I told you it is doing good. What a move this gave, 26% in 9 days. Very nice, very nice move. So these were the stocks that I had in my watch list, and yeah, this is how I select stocks, and I go through fundamentals, and I also go to see look for catalysts, and drop patterns, and wait, and then finally whenever it breaks with certain conditions, that's when I take a trade. And this is how you can spot stocks. There are so many stocks to spot. Only few stocks that I have in my watch list. There are hundreds of stocks, such stocks on a daily basis, and one or the other stocks will keep moving for some reasons, not purely patterns. Okay, so if you want to learn price action, you want to learn how I actually spot such stocks and how I do analysis, what gives me that confidence, I can help you guys. Okay, if you want mentorship, you can reach out to me. So in the description, I would mention my group link. You can join to that group link. Click on that group link and join my group, and I will help you, and I will give you a mentorship. Okay, if you are interested to actually uh, to learn price action and this particular setup. Okay, so if you like this video, please give a like, and please do comment. I should understand, right, what is going well, what is not going well, and what improvement I need. All that information is required for me. If you only like the video and put in a comment, some comment, right, if you're looking for any other specific stock analysis or anything for that matter, then I'll understand, I'll be able to do it. If you guys don't put comments, then I will not understand anything. Okay, I'll keep doing whatever comes in my mind, right? So please do put comment and help me get better and create more better content, and also share this video with your friends and colleagues and whoever is interested. And please support, guys, please subscribe. Okay, if you want to learn price action, please join my group. Okay, thank you so much.